standard fantasy and Fire Emblem, and in Final Fantasy Tactics, everything is looks all colors sort of washed out. It is very gray and brown. And like half of the story characters die. And in Fire Emblem, like nobody likable actually dies. They may seem to die, but they turn out to be fine in the end.
Spoiler.
Oh, thanks. These are like candy. I could sing a song about them. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Where's the caveman?
So yeah, this is Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's adorable. Cyndaquil is like a porcupine slash shrew
There's
slash...
a porn drawn of him.
Of course there is. Why?
I don't know.
I didn't know, like your input. Why?
Because I wanted a reaction. I'll be honest.
1 out of 10.
Hey, everyone does it.
Yes. So, now that I've had some yummy gummies...
They are good. I'm impressed.
It's funny, those are like the cheap gummy worms. So, yeah, this Cyndaquil, also slightly anteater-ish, echidna-ish, that's the one, echidna.
Echidna.
That's what he's representing. Never seen a mycog spit like a menace.
A butterfly dragon.
Wild Canyon fun. I gotta chase a bat,
You prefer Pumpkin Hill.
No, my favorite song's actually Dive Into the Mellow.
No, I mean the level.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so, and then this is Quilava.
He is very popular.
Quilava is a pretty snazzy man. I like him. I would give him hugs.
He's one of the cases where the awkward teen stage is generally more popular than his other stages.
Yeah, he's pretty likable. And then, Typhlosion, although the most recent version, he looks really grump.
He's like a bear. He always looks pretty grump.
He is probably one of the cutest looking final forms that ends up working out really well. He and Meganium. They're both pretty cute in their final form still. He's pretty swell. He's 5'7".
That is pretty cool. I wish I were 5'7".
No, then you'd be shorter.
Oh no. What's wrong with being shorter?
You would be shorter.
So?
That's just how it is. He's the volcano Pokemon.
It is. Oh, yeah, Cyndaquil's a mouse, allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't... Yeah. It's the fire mouse Pokemon, then the volcano Pokemon, then the volcano Pokemon.
It is.
Backfawn. Tornupto in German.
Bulbous.
And then we have Totodile, who's so happy. Totodile is such a happy man.
I bet he'll bite your hand.
I like Totodile. He's happy.
He'd bite your hand, but not out of malice.
He'd bite your hand, but in a good way.
Yeah! You know what? We'll go with that.
Okay, that finally finished uploading, so I can submit this. Okay, so, yeah, he's a pretty swell guy.
He punches aliens and bites hands, and it's pretty cool.
I have one that I have named Chomper, because even though he doesn't look anything like Chomper from Land for Time, it's still that I decided to name him Chomper in reference to that. He's swell. He's a water type. He is the big jaw Pokemon. His shiny's pretty nice. Croconaw, he is the awkward teen for sure.
He's a caveman.
He got a little bit like belly fat still, but he's trying to get swole.
Where's the caveman?
Right there. So he's trying to get swole though, so you can see he's got some upper arm strength and stuff, but he still has a little bit of a pooch. He's got the mohawk going, and he has the "I'm not gonna listen to you, Mom. I'm a grown man" kind of look.
He has a bad underbite.
Yeah, he has a bad underbite. It could just be that he hasn't shaved and it's low resolution beard. I don't know. Because if you look at the belly part, it looks like a caveman unitard.
Exactly. He's a fat caveman.
So it could just be that it's a beard. He is also the big jaw Pokemon. Unlike the Cyndaquil line,
He
their
never
type
really does
doesn't
get
change.
over that underbite, does he?
No, but he gets not only a mohawk, but also like a neck mohawk.
He's pretty strong.
He probably rides a motorcycle. I'm just saying.
How big is he?
He's 7'7".
It's probably a really big motorcycle.
Oh yeah,
Like
I mean
biggest one
it's like a Dodge Tomahawk with the 4 wheels on it, but it's still a motorcycle. No, look, here's Dodge Tomahawk.
It's just 2 motorcycles glued together.
No.
Oh, that
It has like inline wheels. It's pretty cool.
Radicola.
He is followed by the Scout Pokemon, which is Sentret. He gets up on him tail and go tall. He do a tall.
And then he just... So, looking at the... Babbies' review of the lost Gold and Silver Pokemon revealed that it seems they were really big on tuning back ideas that seemed too radical.
Radical.
Which is weird because they weren't really any more excessive than what was in first gen.
In Japan, his name is Otachi.
That's a bad name.
Racist.
Rare.
And then he becomes Furret, who's a super cute ferret, and becomes like...
Who's also Otachi.
He looks like a... But he's Otachi. He looks...
Bigger.
He looks like a plastic straw in
I like him.
Shiny.
His face is kind of short, but...
Or alternately a candy cane.
I will permit it.
He's a candy cane ferret. And then we have Hoot Hoot, who becomes very yellow when he's shiny. He is owl who both of his feet are secretly 1 foot, but he also has 2 feet. He is 2 feet tall. And then the one that's really weird, Noctowl, is very tall. Noctowl's 5'3".
Oh wow, he Pidgeot still says he's funny looking, but
Pidgeot isn't.
Mega Pidgeot's like 7 feet.
Oh, Mega Pidgeot. Yeah, Mega Pidgeot is 7'3". But regular Pidgeot's 4'11". But yeah, Noctowl, he is a tall boy. He is an owl who is a normal flying and is very bright in his shiny form, which does not seem very good for being a hunting owl predator.
Or an owl at all. Well, maybe he's a vegan owl.
A vegan owl. Sure.
Don't be a racist.
Then you have Leddyba, who has like a really big hitbox in Pokemon Go.
Because it's just right up in your face.
Yeah,
How big
it's
is Leddyba?
Leddyba,
3 foot?
Yeah, 3 foot tall.
Okay, so no, Leddyba is just enormous.
It's it's just a really large ladybug.
3 feet tall or 3 feet long? This is important.
3 feet. 3 feet high.
That's enormous. That's scary. I would be scared of that.
And then there's Ledian, who basically looks like if Proto Man were a bug.
He is.
His name in French is Kosiclac. And he's number 166. He grows experience fast. He's a pretty cool guy. He is a punchy ladybug that's not a fighting type.
I think he's pretty cool though. He's a common rider.
Yep. And then there's Spinarak, who I really like. Not particularly good for the game.
He does a flat.
He does very little damage to grass type. Oh, he receives very little damage from grass type.
That's not good.
Fire and rock are his weaknesses. Everything else he's either average or resists. Spinarak.
But he's weak.
He's not a very skronk Pokemon, but he's super cute. And his
fly.
back can either smile or frown.
No, it's only upset.
No, depends on what it's doing. And then it becomes Ariados, who I think is pretty friggin' cool.
Who has like weird leg things on his butt.
They're like wingy things.
So are you.
But yeah, he's pretty cool, and I like him. He has a neat name, Ariados.
That's how he says goodbye.
No. He's colorful. He's cool. He is the first member of the DK crew. Uh,
That's weird.
I like him. Yes. Then we have Crobat, who is one of the first gen legacy evolutions, as they were called.
Ugh, I do not like him one
He's
bit.
bright pink. He is
And for
very
some
frustrating to fight.
He has no legs. He just has more wings.
No, he has legs still. You
Nope.
can see. Look. Oh, are
The
those
Pokédex
little
calls
tiny
them
wings?
Wings, I think.
That's right. Maybe there are. Both its legs became wings, and as a result, it can't move well on the ground. All it can do is crawl around.
So no, it does not move well on the ground. It does not have legs. Not that it looks like Golbat could either.
It says though that it can fly forever because it can switch between which pair of wings is flapping.
So does it never need to sleep?
I don't know. It's 5'11", so it's the size of a man.
It's scary.
It also knows supersonic because all of its previous forms know supersonic, so it can confess.
Yeah, well, it can also know Confuse Ray, which is worse because it's more accurate hits.
Oh. So there's that guy. He's always frowning.
He's bad, Batman.
He's always frowning, and he starts the base happiness of 70, but he still frowns. Then there's Chinchou. Chinchou is an anglerfish with two anglers for some reason. They're glowy.
Bogleech gets really mad.
He's pretty snazzy, and I like him. Why?
Because he evolves into Lantern.
Oh. He's pretty snazzy, and I like him, and I give him hugs. He's a cool little water man. He is water and electric.
Which is a pretty dang good type combo.
And he also becomes
I
water.
like Lantern. I can understand why a fan of Chinchou wouldn't, but
I don't see why.
because he has nothing in common with Chinchou design-wise.
He has
Except
two
color.
anglers, but one's behind and the other's in front.
Oh, yeah, he does. What a weirdo.
He kind of looks vaguely dolphin-y fishy. He's not a dolphin, though, because there are no dolphins. His name in Japanese is just the actual word lantern. And then...
His Japanese name is more English.
And then, despite the fact that I don't like Pikachu, I absolutely adore Pichu. Pichu is super adorable, and he's my favorite Smash Melee character.
His name everywhere is Pichu.
He is my favorite in Melee.
He's your favorite deity in D&D.
What?
I'm sorry.
He is the tiny mouse Pokemon. But
can
by
accept
tiny
that.
for a mouse, he's still 1 foot tall.
That's tiny for a mouse in Pokemon, man.
He's cuddly. He has alternate forms.
Whoa.
His original shiny was very red, apparently. Is this the one? Yeah, in one version. Not the background. No, I moved the whole universe by accident. In one version, he had spiky ears, and it was super cute. I have a plushie of that. He's a pretty cool guy. It's based on the anime with the Pichu brothers.
The spiky ear.
There's a movie, mini movie thing with it.
And if you trade him forward enough, he loses his spiky ear forever.
Yep, it's true.
It's bad.
He's pretty adorable, and I don't know why there isn't another opportunity for Spiky Ear Pichu.
Because spiky ear Pichu is deaf in one ear.
You're definitely.
Aren't we all?
And then the next Babby is Cleffa. Cleffa is a pretty happy little lady.
From a competitive standpoint, the babies have no meaning.
Nope, you don't want to use them for fighting for any reason, not even like the Petite Cup.
They're, well, yeah.
Cleffa is the star shape Pokemon. And its name is Pete.
That is not a name! It's one syllable.
Cleffa is super adorable, and while the serious people don't care about baby Pokemon, I think they're adorable and cute and sweet. But they never ever made a baby Vulpix, even though they described the difference in design for Vulpix
and there
as a
was
baby.
a baby Vulpix in the beta.
They describe the actual way it's supposed to look in the dexes as far as like the first generation.
And they again did make a prototype of a baby.
And then there is Igglybuff.
Which is actually kind of creepy.
Igglybuff is adorable. Smiley with the little swirly on her head. She is a cute. She weighs less than air and is often floaty float for no reason.
When you said she weighs less than Aaron, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, she might. I mean, if she weighs less than air, I would imagine she also weighs less than Aaron.
I don't know. Aaron's pretty light.
And then there's Togepi, which is the first baby that I think they see in the series, in the TV series. His shiny basically just switches the blue and the red and makes him a little bit oranger of a color.
Bogapri.
He's a normal type. He also knows Metronome and also is in Smash using Metronome. He's a pretty happy guy most of the time.
What would you name him?
But also always looks sleep deprived because of how they decided to design his eyes. And then there's Togetic.
I like where the line goes, kind of.
Togetic is a nice looking guy.
He's a fairy Bart Simpson.
Sure, why not? He is cute and flying, and he stole 20 Ultra Balls when I tried to catch the first one I tried to catch in Pokemon Go.
That's as many as 2 10s, and that's terrible.
Yeah. So then there's Natu, which looks vaguely based off like some sort of tribal design, maybe? I don't know.
It's based off of the one bird thing.
The Thunderbird?
I don't remember what it's called, but like a design like on the ground.
Oh, the Nazca line?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's based off of, along with another bird later.
Yeah, it, a Sigilif?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. That Pokemon
I've already been
exists.
mentioning later Pokemon the whole time. So this is Natu.
Stop.
When he's shiny, he becomes orange. It's pretty cool.
It's not.
And then there's Xatu, who apparently like looks forever or something weird. It can see the future. It can't change the future.
Can anyone?
He flies without flapping his wings ever. He has a long thingy on the back of his head. He's shiny. It's a pretty neat looking guy. And then there's a reference to Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Maybe.
By Philip K. Dick.
I do like this line.
Mareep has really nice shiny. It's pretty significantly different. It's pretty. It's bright pink. It's nice. I like it. And then it becomes Flaffy, who just is a slightly lighter pink when shiny because it's already pink. And then Typhlosion, or not Typhlosion, Ampharos, who is very pink and has a blue gem on the head. Ampharos is a pretty swell guy. Ampharos has a Mega Evolution. It gets really fluffy on the top of its head. And it kind of looks like it has a Slowbro tail cone made of fluffy fluff. And then another Legacy Evolution, you have Bellossom. Bellossom is Shin's least favorite of the Oddish line.
Maybe.
It's a pretty happy little guy.
I think that might be Vileplume, actually.
It's a pretty happy little guy. It's really tiny. It's only 1 foot 4 inch. It is a pure grass, unlike every other Oddish line Pokemon.
It forgets to poison.
It's no longer a poisonous flower.
Poor, sadly.
It does a hula dance. A hula hula.
Is it the same as doing a flat?
No, it does a hula dance.
Is that similar to doing a flat?
And then here's there was the Mewtwo, who everyone thought was Pika Blue when they were trying to make up weird, like, urban legends back in the day to try and make you waste a bunch of time using the item finder in random places.
And looking under an immovable truck.
Meryl turns green when shiny. A very striking green, in fact.
It's a better green than they usually do.
He's a pretty swell guy. He's happy. He is a fairy-type Pokemon. He is also a water-type Pokemon. The baby form is not a water-type or a fairy-type. Even though Pichu is an electric type. Azurill, which you will see later, is not a water type. Then we have Azumarill, who becomes golden. It is a water fairy, happy bunny rabbit type thing that also is made of the body of an egg and the tail of a rattle.
He flies through the air because he's an egg?
No. Although he can fly through the air according to some cards.
What?
He is a pretty okay rabbit bunny.
I beg to differ.
He has no torso.
That's a Or does he have no head? I think he has no head.
He's a cephalothorax.
Yes. He's a kraken.
And then there's Pseudo-Wudo, who people complain isn't a grass type, even though it's in the name of the Pokemon.
Oh, no, I'm completely fine with that.
Not you. There are people who complain about it, though.
Are there?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
But yeah, he is named Pseudo-Wudo, as in it is fake wood. It is a rock. He is a rock-type man. He blocks your pathway and is really annoying.
You squirt him with a spray bottle, which you have to go out of your way to get, because it's hard to come by spray bottles.
Yeah, and you can't use, like, water gun to do the same thing or anything.
And spray bottles, you don't just have those.
Yeah, it's not like you can get them at the hardware store or the grocery store. Or,
well, there are no hardware stores in Pokemon World.
I mean, that's true. I don't know anyone builds their houses.
They don't. The Machoke does it.
Oh, that's true. Machoke does like helping with that. But yeah, he looks really strange in his shiny form. Do you see it?
It's bad. He's not going to fool anyone with that coloration.
He's not even mildly stealthy. He can't call SOS partners.
I mean, he can still block the way.
He can.
No matter what color he is.
That sounds concerning. And then there is Politoed, who is the alternate evolution to Poliwrath.
He has multiple toes, according to his name.
He has a whole 3 on his feet.
Oh, man.
He's got a little curly Q on his forehead. He's pretty happy. He does not look in any way like the rest of the line, except for having a swirly on his tummy. But he's a swell guy. I would give him a hug.
He doesn't belong in the line.
He needs a King's Rock to evolve, but he sometimes is carrying a King's Rock if you find him.
That's embarrassing. Well, you're not going to find it. He's ever in the wild. What the heck?
It has a wild hold item.
That's bizarre.
He's a pretty neato guy, though.
I guess. I mean,
he looks like he would make for a good plushie.
You should get one.
No.
Okay.
I don't have money. This is Hop Ip. Hop Ip is everywhere, forever, all the time.
The Hop Ip line, the beta looked a lot more looks like a floating plant's cat head.
He is his family name has a naming convention. They are Hop Ip, Skip Plume, and Jump Luff, like a hop, a skip, and a jump.
He could fly through the air and be a cat face, but not anymore.
Like a hop, a skip, and a jump. He turns green when he's shiny. He's a pretty swell guy. I like him. He's happy. His head is a helicopter.
Poor guy.
Skiploom's head is a helicopter with 6 blades that are all attached as a flower on the top of his head, but he also has wings for ears. He is Dumbo, but with a flower on his head and no nose.
I don't think that's how it works.
He always has the curly bracket smile for a face.
Cat face.
And I've found as many, if not possibly more, Skiploom than I've found Hoppip in Pokemon Go. So that's interesting. Then it becomes Jumpluff, who's 2 feet tall and super lightweight. Weighs 6 pounds, but is 2 feet tall. He is fluffy, and he is very, very red when he is shiny. Oh yeah, Skiploom's very pink when
painfully.
Shiny.
And the Gentiplume don't seem to get as funny of names in Japanese. I don't like that.
Watako?
Yeah, like the names are still Japanese. It's like a completely different thought process went into making the 2nd gen. Probably my least favorite gen.
Shin really doesn't like this Pokemon.
Nope.
He thinks there are enough monkeys.
Yeah, and that one, it doesn't have hands.
It turns really red.
It has
kind of a pinky red.
It has hands wrong.
Its name is Apom in Japanese.
Which is not to confuse with Apom.
Chapumain in French. And Griffel in German.
Because German.
Schmetterling! The shiny Sunkern looks almost identical to the regular Sunkern.
Do I prefer? I think I do.
His name is Himanutsu in Japanese.
He might be a crocodile in Japan.
He-bite.
He-butt. And he evolves into a Pokemon.
He becomes Sunflora. Sunflora is a happy guy.
Oh my gosh, and whatnot.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Kamawari, Heliotronc, and Sunflora. Always really smiley. Is in the mystery dungeon game. Pretty swell guy. Pretty happy man.
Bappy.
It's a flowery flower McFlower. He's cool. You can't find them in the wild.
But if you do, they're not holding any items.
Nope. Yanma, pretty happy guy. I really like both forms, shiny and regular. The aesthetic is really nice. It is a Dragonfly. He am happy he goes zoom. He is quick. He gets quicker.
Then he gets slow for a bit, but then he gets quick again.
Yeah, if he restarts, he also has to be slow again. His hidden ability is a spoiler alert.
It's also pretty useless. I like Yanma. I like the line.
Yanma's pretty cool.
He's awesome. Saucy.
And then there's Whipper. Whipper's a fun guy, really smiley, has a D-faced smiley face. Are you ready for it? He's like a little mud puppy axolotl guy, and
with
he's
no arms.
He's swell and has no arms. And he evolves. He becomes Quagsire.
And he just randomly throws sand on his head.
He does throw sand on his head, and also when he roars, his mouth becomes like really big in Pokemon Go. He's a pretty swell guy. He's happy. What?
Wah!
Nope.
See if I broke your toe?
Well, don't break your toe.
Why would you do that?
Because I had a child escalate and throw a 3-hole punch off the table the one day in the past 2 years I wore sandals.
Well, why would you wear sandals anyway to a school?
Why would you wear sandals in the summer?
Why'd you wear them to a school? But yeah, so he's a pretty swell guy. He's very happy. Not exceptionally great as a fighter.
Yeah, give him a chance.
He though would be a great beanbag chair while sitting back and reading. A slimy beanbag chair.
And throwing sand on you, possibly.
Yeah, he could. But wait, so is the Alolan area part of the nation that the rest of Pokemon is part of?
No.
Because it still uses the national Pokédex.
I guess.
I mean, I guess it could be. So yeah, he's a smiley man.
And he's going to bury everybody in sand.
Shin's obsessed with the sand Pokemon.
It was a hilarious image. It's great art.
Then there are more Eevee evolutions, such as the super brightly colored shiny of Espeon, which is the one I'm still working on.
Whoa.
It's the last one I need.
What?
In Pokemon Go,
I thought shiny Espeon was like that sickly green.
It is in Gen 2.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like a laser green, bright green.
Oh, that is awesome. I want one.
Yeah, it's the last one I need in Go.
Oh man, I mean, don't like as much as I like shiny Vaporeon, but that's a.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice one.
Espeon, one of the best things that come out of Gen 2.
I really, really like it.
It's like the only Eevee evolution to be like decidedly more cat-like than dog-like.
His name is Eevee in German, or in Japanese, Eevee.
Which is just almost identical to Eevee, which is its Eevee name.
Yep. He's pretty
It has a
swell.
really good hidden ability.
Also, do you have Chicka Chicka Boom Boom or Chicka
I have
Chicka
no idea. I've never heard of such a thing.
It's a book.
Yeah, but I don't have it, and I don't know what you're talking about.
He has Adventure
1, 12,
Time
2, 12,
Nope,
DVDs.
3.
I
Can't
don't.
catch me.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so pretty snazzy, nice looking.
Yeah, and if you use Sand Attack on it, it'll use Sand Attack on you instead.
Yeah.
Or if you use Stealth Rock on it, you'll end up using it on yourself instead.
So that could be a nice use of it.
Magic Bounce, very, very nice.
It's pretty swell.
You will be pleased.
And then Umbreon also has a really nice shiny.
And his name is Blackie.
Yes, it is. That is what it is called. But
I
yes.
feel he doesn't really... Oh, in the beta, he was a poison type.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Which I think fits him better.
I think it fits him well.
I mean, if you look at his description, his Pokedex entry.
Oh, it excretes poisonous sweat.
Yeah, like the Pokedex never really talks about it being conniving or sneaky or a dark type at all, but they talk a lot about it being poisonous.
Does it learn a lot of poison moves?
It can learn Toxic, but
Everyone can learn Toxic.
it doesn't learn any more poison moves than anything else. It learns just dark type moves.
Mm.
But it doesn't really seem like a dark type, aside from its appearance. And that makes me upset. I would like Umbreon more if it...
Inner Focus will not flinch